Have you ever found yourself feeling stuck? Like you're drifting without any direction? Or maybe you've set goals in the past, only to lose momentum halfway through. Don't worry, you are not alone. Many of us have experienced this frustrating cycle. But here's the good news. There's a scientific proven method to achieving goals that can transform not just what you accomplish, but also how you see yourself and your potential. Goal setting isn't just about checking items off of a list. It's about giving your life direction, motivation, and purpose. Think of goals as your internal compass. They help you focus on what truly matters while allowing you to navigate the chaos of life. But beyond that, setting goals is a boost to your self-esteem. Every step forward reinforces the thought that you can accomplish the life that you've envisioned. So today, we're diving deep into the science of goal setting, exploring what works, why it works, and how you can use it to create sustainable change in your life. Let's begin with the foundation of goal setting, the SMART goal framework. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These 5 principles create a clear structure that turns your dreams into actionable steps. Let's start with specific. Goals that are vague lead to vague results. Instead of saying, I want to get fit, say, I want to work out 3 times a week for 30 minutes. Did you see how specific that was? The more specific your goal is, the clearer the roadmap and the more focused you'll be. The M is for measurable. How when you know that you've achieved your goal. Defining clear metrics like tracking the number of workouts or tracking the amount of weight lifted gives you a tangible way to monitor progress. The A is for achievable. While your goals should stretch you, and I do believe in stretchable goals, they shouldn't be so far out of reach that they feel impossible. The science behind goal setting shows that people that set challenging but realistic goals are far more likely to succeed than those who set unrealistic, vague goals. The R is for relevant. Make sure your goals are aligned with your long-term vision and your values. One of the main questions we need to ask ourselves when we're establishing a goal is, does this goal reflect who I am and where I want to go? If the answer is yes, you're on the right track. The T is time-bound. Here's the thing about deadlines. Deadlines create urgency. If you give yourself an infinite amount of time to accomplish a thing, it will likely get pushed aside. There's too much going on in life. Setting a deadline creates motivation and ensures that you're moving forward towards that purpose. So why does that framework work? Research shows that people who set clear, specific goals and create structured plans to achieve them experience higher levels of success. These goals don't just give you direction, they also increase your chances of success by decreasing ambiguity and by providing a roadmap. But there's another key ingredient to goal setting that we can't leave out: self-belief. Studies have shown that people who practice positive affirmations, statements like, I am capable of reaching my goals, are more likely to stay motivated and focused. Why? Because your brain listens to what you tell it. If you feed it negativity, if you feed it self-doubt, your brain's gonna believe it. But conversely, if you feed it confidence, it will rise to the challenge. When you combine the power of SMART goals with your belief in your ability to achieve the success, you create a formula for achieving anything that you set your mind to. Now that we understand the science behind goal setting, let's talk about practical strategies that you can use to make this work in your life. The first thing I encourage you to do is to break down big goals into smaller steps. Large goals can feel overwhelming. It's so easy to feel overwhelmed by the enormity of what lies ahead. That's why breaking your big goals into smaller actions is so crucial. If your goal is to write a book, don't focus on the entire process at once. Instead, break it down into daily tasks. Each small win builds the momentum you need to keep moving forward. You also want to use visual aids and tracking tools. Ever heard the phrase, what gets measured gets managed? Tools like habit trackers, goal-setting apps, or even a simple journal can help you measure your progress in real time. You can also visualize your success. Create a vision board or write down your goals where you can see them every single day. The key is don't have the vision board stored away in a closet. A vision board or a goal list has to be where you see it all the time. That way it is in the forefront of your mind. The more you see the vision, the more you will be motivated to work towards the vision. Another practical strategy is to review and adjust. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes your original plan needs tweaking. When I look back on my life, I see that although my mission didn't change, often the way I accomplished the mission did. Because as you move along, not only does life happen, but where you sit determines what you see. And so now that you are in a different place than you were when you first started, you now have a different perspective and you can tweak and adjust based on your new perspective. So set aside time each week or month to review your progress. Are you on track? Do you need to adjust your timeline? Do you need to adjust your approach? Regular reflection keeps you adaptable while ensuring that you're always moving in the right direction, even when things don't go exactly as planned. Flexibility is a huge part of success. No matter how well you plan, obstacles will arise. The key is to anticipate them and have a strategy to combat them. Before you begin, ask yourself, is there anything that could be a barrier between me accomplishing this goal? Maybe your schedule's super busy. Maybe you have a lack of resources. Or maybe it's deeper down to the mindset and your fear of failure. The most important part is once you identify the obstacles, you can then create a plan to address them. Proactively solving problems before they arise gives you confidence to push forward. When it comes to your goal setting, there is strength in accountability. Share your goal with someone you trust. Now, the key word is someone you trust, because you're not going to share it with just everybody. That would be counterproductive, but share it with a friend, a coach, a mentor, and schedule regular check-ins. Knowing someone else is checking in on your progress, it adds an extra layer of motivation. Plus, accountability partners can offer you feedback as well as the support that you need. Another strategy is to reward yourself along the way. One of the biggest mistakes that we see in goal setting is they wait until the potential end to celebrate. Now, you don't want to be so celebratory that you think you're done, because you ain't done. But there's nothing wrong with taking a moment to feel that positivity of reaching a milestone on your journey. Rewards don't need to be extravagant. They just need to feel meaningful to you. Small celebrations reinforce your progress and keep you motivated to keep going. The true beauty in goal setting lies not in just the accomplishment, but in the person that you become along the way. Sustainable growth is never about instant success. Rather, it's about continuous progress over time. Once you achieve a goal, slow down and take time to reflect on the journey, because we have a checklist nature. Oh, I accomplished that. On to the next. What's next? But I want to encourage you to take a brief moment to slow down. Once you've accomplished the goal, ask yourself, what did you learn in the process? How have you grown? Reflecting on your progress reinforces gratitude and strengthens the belief that you're capable of achieving even greater in the future. And once you've taken the time to reflect, set new goals based on the lessons you've learned. Every goal you achieve should be a stepping stone to the next. This is called progression in life. Use what you've learned from both the successes and the setbacks to inform your future goals. Growth is a continuous process, and each achievement provides valuable insights that can help you set your next challenge. Personal growth isn't a one-time project. It's a lifelong journey. Keep challenging yourself, keep exploring new interests, and keep pushing the boundaries of what you thought was possible. Life is full of opportunities to learn, to adapt, to grow. Take advantage of it. There's gold in them hills. And I've made this simple video to remind you that goal setting isn't just a to-do list. It's a way of designing the life that you want to live. By setting SMART goals, breaking them down into manageable steps, staying flexible when obstacles arise, you're not just checking off tasks. You're building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. So you're up. What's the next goal you're going to set? Take the first step today. Write it down, create your action plan, and let's start building momentum. Because the science of goal setting isn't just about the finish line. It's about who you become on the journey. And that is where true growth happens. Always remember that growth is a journey. It's not a destination. I'm in it with you. And I'll see you on the next one.